Hello and welcome back to the classes of Mastering Biology. Let's learn biology in an easy way. So today's topic, as you can see, is the feedback mechanism. What is the feedback mechanism? First, let us understand what is the meaning of the word feedback. Whenever you go to a new place, whenever you are trying a new restaurant, or whenever you are looking for hotels to stay somewhere in a city, so what is the first thing that comes to your mind? How would you select a random hotel or a random restaurant for your dining, for your stay in a new city or a new place? Yes, my dear children, what do we do? Today, when the world is following so much content on the YouTube, the first thing that we search for is the reviews of that particular hotel or that restaurant, or which is the best place to stay in the city or the town. Yes, similarly, our body works on this feedback mechanism. So feedback mechanism basically regulates the hormone levels in the body. And when it is regulating the levels of hormone in the body, it does play a very, very crucial role in maintaining a stable internal environment. All right. So a stable internal environment is maintained with the help of this mechanism. How is it possible? So let us understand the feedback mechanism. When I say the feedback mechanism, I am taking an example of hormones which are secreted by the pancreas, one which is insulin and the other one which is the glucagon. So this is the insulin and this is the glucagon. These are both the hormones which are secreted by the pancreas. Now see what happens. When we eat food, food causes a rise or a spike in the blood sugar level. So when you eat food, the blood sugar level in the form of glucose will increase beyond a certain concentration. So what happens when the levels of glucose increase? The pancreas are going to secrete insulin. And this insulin is responsible for helping the cells to uptake glucose and therefore regulating the blood glucose levels. So pancreas secrete insulin which regulate blood glucose levels. So blood glucose levels are regulated by this hormone insulin. Now, the pancreas are secreting insulin. This insulin is going to help the body cells to uptake of glucose by the body cells. And still, if there is glucose in the blood, some of it is definitely stored in form of stored food in liver. Yes. So it is stored in the liver. The excess of glucose is uptaken by the body cells and stored in liver. These are the two mechanisms which is happening when the blood sugar level increases. So pancreas are going to increase the production of insulin, and then that will help in the uptake of glucose by the cells of the body, and this is stored in the liver. So I hope I'm clear till here. Now, when we say that we are starving, we did not eat anything, we are fasting. So when we are fasting, what is happening? The blood glucose level drops down from a normal concentration. The level decreases. The level decreases, and as a result, the pancreas now start the production of the second hormone, which is glucagon. All right. Initially, when we had a lot of food, when the glucose level was increasing, pancreas were instructed to release insulin. When the blood levels got normalized, they've got an instruction, they got a feedback that yes, the blood glucose level is now maintained. So you relax. So the production of insulin will stop from the pancreas. But when we say that the blood glucose level is already low, in this case, pancreas get an instruction to produce glucagon. And this glucagon is going to work on the stored food here in the liver. You remember I told you that this is the extra form of glucose is also stored in liver. So this is again the liver is going to release the stored food, convert it back into glucose and release it in the blood, rising the blood sugar levels. And once the level of the blood sugar becomes normalized, they have reached to that particular concentration, the production of glucagon will then stop. Then you don't need any more glucagon. That means you don't need any more stored food from liver to be converted back into glucose and add into blood. This is the feedback mechanism. The feedback was given to pancreas initially that yes, the blood glucose level is very high. Please increase the production or please start the production of insulin. Later, when the concentration became normal, the secretion of insulin dropped. And again, when the blood glucose level got lowered, so it was given an instruction, yes, it's a very low blood glucose level, we need some more glucose. So from where you will get this glucose? You get this glucose from liver. The conversion is going to take place from stored food back into glucose, increasing the levels in the blood to maintain a normal concentration. Once that normal concentration is attained, the glucagon production is going to stop. So this is how the feedback mechanism works. And with this, we complete the second chapter of your biology section, which is control and coordination. We shall now begin with how do organisms reproduce from the next lectures. Thank you. Keep revising and keep working hard.